Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. In this video, we are going to talk about the power to a power rule. So how we expand exponents when we have powers that are ultimately being raised to another power. And what I mean by that is we can see in our first example here, we have 3 squared to the fourth power. So our base piece right here, 3 squared, is already, okay, a power. Now, in this case, because 3 squared is an integer, it would really be the easiest way to approach this would just be to do 3 squared, which is 9, and then raise that to the fourth power. But for the point of this example, and to show you how this works with variables and numeric values, I'm going to show you how we would expand this. So anytime you see the word expand, ultimately what this wants you to do is write your problem in terms of multiplication. So it wants you to write it as the product that it actually is. So if you remember, raising something to the fourth power is the same as multiplying it by itself 4 times. So if we multiply it by itself 4 times, it's really 3 squared times 3 squared times 3 squared times 3 squared. Well, applying the exponent rule we already know when we multiply with the same base, in this case 3, all we need to do is add the exponents. So it's going to be 3, we keep the base, add our exponents, 2, 4, 6, 8. This guy is going to be 3 to the 8th, which you should simplify to its numerical value that it is, but I will leave that for you to do. So remember, you do need to simplify this further to the numerical value that it is. Okay, so let's try this again. We have x to the 5th to the 3rd power. Well, our base piece, okay, of our power to our power is now a variable, but our rule applies the same exact way. So we are going to expand this by writing it as the multiplication that it is. So if it's 3 to the 5th to the 3rd power, right, it's really 3 to the 5th multiplied by itself 3 times. So it's 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 5th times 3 to the 5th. Now here, we could apply our exponent rules that we've already know, multiplying with the same base. So we add the exponents, or if you're stuck, you could always expand further because you know that x to the 5th is really x multiplied by itself 5 times. So you could do that for each x to the 5th. Okay? When in doubt, you could always expand this. If you count your x's, you're going to notice that there's 15 of them. If you keep your base and add the exponents, you're going to notice that 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. Okay? So your simplified form is x to the 15th. Now, okay, again, we can do this again with 3x to the 5th. If you want, go ahead and give it a try and then pause the video and check your answers. So in this case, now our base is 3x. So what we need to do is we need to make sure we are multiplying 3x 5 times. So we have 3x times 3x times 3x times 3x times 3x. Okay. Remember, again, the parentheses are just another way to represent our multiplication. I'm not doing anything different there. And then when we want to simplify this piece, well, now we just apply our multiplication. Remember, multiplication is commutative, so it doesn't matter what order it's in. So we'll start with our 3's. Well, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 7. I got to do this out on the side. You guys can go ahead, follow along on your calculator. There's 21, carry it to 81 times another 3 should be 243. So our constant here, or our coefficient, is going to be 243. And then how many x's are we multiplying together? Well, we have 5 x's that we're multiplying together. So it's 243x to the 5th. Okay, you should notice this is going to be the same as 3 to the 5th times x to the 5th. Okay, so start making observations about the connections between maybe the exponents that we have and our final solutions. Now we can do this one more time. So again, why don't you give this video a pause, go ahead and try it. Okay. So let's expand this guy and then use the rules we already know. So because this entire expression is being cubed, we have to multiply this entire expression by itself 3 times. So we have 2x squared y to the 6 times 2x squared times y to the 6 times 2x squared y to the 6. Then when we perform the multiplication, we're going to multiply number by variable by variable. Okay, so start with the 2's. 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 cubed is 8. X squared times x squared times x squared. Well, keep your base in x, add the exponents, which is going to give you 6. Same deal with y's. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is going to give you y to the 18th. So our final answer there is 8 to the 6th, 8x to the 6th, y to the 18th. Okay, so again, start thinking about the connections you can make between the problem and your solutions, particularly with the exponents, and we will discuss this more tomorrow. Have a great day.